Penny's Big Breakaway, or as I refer it to, Penny's Big Bahinga. I see that a lot of people are not familiar with this game, and I'm very surprised considering that we're very pro-Sonic here. And if we're pro-Sonic in here, I have no doubt that you guys are going to at least get some enjoyment out of this game. We're here for a new indie game released by the developers of Sonic Mania, little game that you may have heard about, you know what I mean, back in 2017. Spoiler alert, I already beat the game. I already 100% of the game except for a couple of like extra things that I really don't care about getting TBH. So this isn't going to be like a first playthrough, but I saw a tweet that said like your first run through of Penny's Big Breakaway is essentially the tutorial because you're getting used to all the mechanics and how levels are structured and stuff. And a little bit of the jank. There is a little bit of jank in the game. And I couldn't agree more. I think that this is a much more enjoyable game once you have your feet wet, so to say. Much like Pizza Tower, your enjoyment of the game really does come down to how you string your movement, like how you string your momentum in particular, right? Not that there are any necessarily like obstacles that kind of like hard smash you into a wall or like just get you like stuck on your tracks like it was in Pizza Tower. But having that mentality of like, I just got to keep moving and keeping up with the momentum, I think makes this game more enjoyable. You'll see what I mean when we get into it. Not to mention, if you can't tell by the music that's playing in the background, this soundtrack was composed primarily by T. Lopes, and I believe a secondary composer, Sean Bialo. I wouldn't be surprised if I've heard his stuff or their stuff in the background in other games, but I'm not familiar with that name. But if T. Lopes is anything to go by, you already know that the vibes in this game are going to be wonderful. Color is astounding. It's very retro, like a Sega Saturn game / PS1. This is going to be a comfy set of streams. 3D models are so amazing. Dude, I love Penny's model. So smooth. It's so like I wish I could just reach it. You know what I mean? And just like, I wish I can reach out Penny, have that model, and then have it right next to Chomik right here. If someone could rip out the 3D model and then like convert it into a GIF, I would totally have Penny as like an honorary mascot. So we have our protagonist Penny, hobby yo-yoist. That's a big-ass yo-yo, actually. Penny comes across this special yo-yo. Basically, think Cappy, right, from Super Mario Odyssey, which is another game that I think could be adequately compared to Penny's Big Breakaway. Yo-yo is essentially a yo-yo chihuahua. It is so mischievous, and yet I love it. I love it so much, and I know that it brings me so much joy. So here's the thing. With this new yo-yo, you can basically move and literally string a bunch of combos. In fact, that's probably the reason why they chose a yo-yo. It's because they wanted to build a character or a mechanic that literally strings combos along and stuff like that, right? Penny's movement is very momentum-based. Not gonna lie, when I first started the game, I was a little scared because I was like, yo, Penny does not move quickly at all. Especially like as soon as you use the analog stick, it's so slow. Top tier indie character already? Absolutely. Absolutely. At least in the 2020s, dude. At least in the 2020s. Animation is very bouncy? Oh, yes, absolutely. Anyway, there's this whole ass line that we got going on right here so that we can impress His Highness or whatever. But we're going to skip the line. And we're just going to keep going. All right, so we're here in our first official level. And here's where we can finally start to kind of like see how Penny moves, man. Everything is basically built off of slope. And you could just string a bunch of combos together. Your combo number rises up on the right screen. It's not... You could still probably get 100% without needing to like keep the combo on for the entire level. But the thing is that if you want that like postcard that each end of the level gives you, you're gonna have to reach a certain level of points. It's very similar to like Sonic Adventure 2's ranking system, where if you want to get in like an A, it's more so about like how many points you can get, and obviously that's like based on time, based on how many combos you can string together and stuff. How many side quests you do in the level, and as you can tell, like in this particular level, thankfully, the side quest stuff like seems to be kind of like woven in, right? So at the end of the level, there's like this little cake platform that's essentially the goal, and if you land at the top, you get a couple of extra points. But the way that you get those extra points is by doing a little bit of a quick time event, by doing yo-yo tricks. Essentially, they're very easy, nothing bad at all. They do get a little tougher as the game progresses, not by much though. But most of the time I just like, if I'm just doing a quick run through of the level, I just absolutely skip this part, and I totally messed up. It's the same for a fan game created by the creators of Sonic Mania. This is not, I don't know if you're referring to this. This is not a fan game. This is a full-on indie game, man. This is not like a free download or anything. This is something that you can purchase on Steam itself, and it's, you know, their original IP. But it is an impressive game, absolutely. And I think that You know, as much as we all wanted Sonic Mania 2, I guess just to address the elephant in the room, you know, me being the Sonic guy, and Sonic Mania being a very near and dear game to me in my heart, right? This was probably the right move on the developers of Sonic Mania. Because I think that if they were to just stick around to Sonic, you might get pigeonholed a little bit too much. With Penny, this is just the first game, you know, for a brand new IP. The sky is limitless in this sense, you know what I mean? Certain power-ups are also present in the game. For this one in particular, this one smashes things. There's one that, like, basically turns the yo-yo into a giant, like, ball. There's one that makes you hover and stuff like that. But they're very situational. They're never, like, permanent power-ups. They're just basically there to, like, have more interaction with the level, I would say. But nothing crazy. Wait, look at the dude that's, like, stuck right here. Hold on. He's like, help! Just totally enveloped by a ball of penguins, dude. All right, Tideswell. Yo, the music here, I'm not even gonna speak. I'm gonna turn off my mic, bro. Just vibe out. So good, man. Shout out T-Lopes as always for killing it, man. And Quiet Easy Bake, listen, too many streamers don't know when to shut the hell up, man. Sometimes you just gotta vibe out, not speak. It's totally fine. Would you say Penny's Big Breakaway is a relatively short game? I 100% of the game, other than the little postcards that you get by getting everything in the level, in terms of like all the points in the level. Yeah, I got that all within 11 hours. So it's a very short game. I think if anything, you just have to... Okay, I think if anything, you just have to, like, be interested enough with the way that Penny controls. I'm not even saying that, like, oh, it gets good if you can stomach through it, you know what I mean? I just think that there's a skill ceiling that's not very high. The skill ceiling isn't necessarily because the levels are hard. The skill ceiling is more so, like, how much enjoyment you can get out of the game. So, if, let's say that it's your first time playing through it, and if you're not really used to, like, 3D platformers and momentum-based gameplay, you might be controlling Penny as, like, maybe like a Banjo-Kazooie or Mario game, you know what I mean? And casual Mario game, not like Super Mario 64 speedrun type beat. That being said, I do think that the game incentivizes you with, like, level design, right? Like, there are slopes everywhere in this game. I can imagine Penny just, like, going all Courage the Cowardly Dog right now. Alright, first boss fight. And probably the lowest point in the game. I think, honestly, the issues that I had with my first playthrough were just kind of like, I didn't really know how to best utilize Penny's momentum. And I think this is like one of the times in the game, in my playthrough, my first playthrough, where I began to kind of understand how Penny kind of controls. Especially with the riding on the yo-yo thing. Great boss fight music, though. I love this. Hello? What happened? Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I am stuck in the wall, and I don't think I could get out. Yeah, I'm soft locked to the level here. I cannot get out. And this happens, like, more commonly than you think. Penny's Big Jankaway. Jankaway sounds nasty. I never want to hear the word Jankaway ever again. Oh, my biggest gripe with this game, for the record. No camera control. Basically no camera control here. It's all fixed camera, which for a 3D platformer, I honestly kind of find it unacceptable. Especially since, like, there are a couple of, like, places, especially when you're going for 100%, where I thought to myself, I was like, I did not see that on my first playthrough, on my first try, and I definitely could have used better camera control. The most that you could do is, like, use the D-pad and then kind of just tilt the camera a little bit, but it's not helpful at all. No camera is wild for a 3D platformer. It's a bold choice for sure. It's a bold choice for sure. This is the most that you could do with the camera. Literally. which is actually really cool. This is actually a really great screenshot. What out of a low attention span would you rate this game? It's engaging. I'll say that. That's actually a really great question, Labriction. If I had to, like, I'm not the type to be like Anthony Fantano, where I'm like, oh, this is a strong 9 out of 10 transition. Did you give this game a play? What would you rate it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best. You're the best. What should I play next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here, right next to my head, is a bunch of videos that you can check out for the channel. YEZB, Penny's Big Breakaway, forever. I'm going to kill myself now. I just sat and did the same level for an hour straight. See, here's the thing. It's a high attention span game. Exactly. Flembons knows exactly what I'm referring to. I want to point this one out. So there are a couple of like these side quests, right, where you can do stunts, basically just doing a bunch of combo chains. And I found this little playground here to be basically the most effective tutorial in like mastering Penny's movement. What I did on my first playthrough, and I actually have a recording here to prove it too, is like I started to kind of just like mess around, like, all right, what if I can just keep the combo going and stuff like that and just do random movements and stuff. You see how big that combo was, like right now? And literally after doing this specific mission, it all clicked. It all clicked for me. And I started to really enjoy the game. After doing that specific little side mission and doing it successfully, I started to see like, okay, now I see how these levels are constructed around the playstyle for Penny. And I got really sucked into it. Like Flembons, I did a level for basically an hour straight. So high attention span game. Dude, I hate that buzzing sound effect so much. Like, legitimately the worst part of this game. And the only reason why, my dryer makes the exact same buzzer. And the thing is that the way that it's EQ'd, that sound effect, it sounds far enough away, like through my headphones, where I'm like, shit, is my laundry done? What exactly is a Big Bahinga? So basically, Big Bahinga is like... And it actually comes from... But it was more popularized during... And I think that the best way to describe Penny's Big Breakaway is just by calling it Big Bahinga. I hope that answered your question. I see. Yeah, you got it, see? In fact, a Bahinga can't really be explained. It's just more so something that you just have to perceive with your eyes. This is a great aesthetic. I absolutely love this. There's always this like one level, right, that like in every game that like is like I consider to be kind of like the thesis or like the best representation of the game, right? And this level is just that. Because all of Penny's Big Breakaway has this like dreamlike aura to it, really. And this is about as abstract as you could get in a setting like this. This is Penny's world, and we're just playing through it, you know what I mean? I just realized Penny has her own HUD like Pepino. Oh, you're right! Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, you're so right. Like on the bottom left. Basically, everything that she does is exactly like how Pepino would react whenever he would string together combos, huh? That's so funny. What? Wait! Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's not fine. I'm gonna restart. Hello! Alright, we're in the penultimate world. Basically the night of the gala. On a casual playthrough, though, I think this is probably one of the stronger worlds. Everything here is just like so chewy, man. I just want to take a bite out of everything, bro. I love how this game looks. Me too, man. Me too. Highly recommended if you can afford it. No! Never mind. This game's terrible. 2 out of 10. But this is it. Editorium. And the music here, phenomenal as well. Very Cuphead. Oh, no! Oh, goodness gracious. No! Oh, cool. Very fun. Wait, can I go back? How far can I make it? I can't make it that much farther anymore. Hey, but these combos, though. Look at the combo. I'm gonna reach 100. I'm gonna just spam the X button. Oh, and I got an achievement. Hundo Club. Get a combo over 100. That's so funny. What even is a busker? Yeah, so basically a busker is... We're not gonna do that again. All right, let's start here. Star 1. On a roll. These levels are very short, but they focus around specific gameplay elements. So in this case, whatever these rolls are. Oh, wow. I got a postcard. Yeah, so basically when you get like the maximum amount of points, you get these little postcards and stuff like that. I don't know if it's concept art or anything, but they're really cool. They're really cool. All right, here we go. Just gotta go here. Perfect. And we're almost done. What? I'm that guy. And he is that guy. 1000%. That guy. Oh my gosh, the end is right there, dude. The end is right there. Okay. Okay. All right, perfect. Nice, 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 nice. Excellent. That should be the end of the level right here. No, no. There we go. Final level. Final level of Penny's Big Bahinga. Wallkip Wallop. This level is also tough. And it's mainly because of this. I'll showcase it right now. It's because of this. Slightly touching the wall. And you're done. You're out of it. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Don't jump too high. Be careful right here. Don't let the momentum carry you forward. What? Hello? Skibbity toilet. 3 hours left? Dang, dude. Oh! Yeah, even just slightly brushing that wall. Here we go. Final jump. I just need to do one more jump. Bahinga. Easy money. Bahinga, Bahinga, Bahinga. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with Penny's Big Breakaway. Phenomenal game. A phenomenal game. There we go. There we go. Penny's Big Breakaway. I love this model, by the way. I absolutely love the art direction right here. Looks great. All right. What did we think, everyone? I'm curious to see what the chat's general reaction to it was. Creative director Christian Whitehead, of course, from bears repeating Sonic Mania fame. But this game totally exceeds its predecessor, that being Sonic Mania. I love this game. That was awesome. Great. I'm glad to see that people were receptive to it. I told you guys you would love it. I knew that you guys would really enjoy this. Of course, audio director James Sutton, but lead composer T. Lopes. Shout out, of course. Shout out to T. Lopes. This game truly had one of the biggest Bahingas. It had the biggest of Bahingas, baby. Oh, Tyson Hess. Shout out. That was obviously... Oh, and Takashi Iizuka for special thanks, obviously. I don't think they had any direct involvement, but certainly the blessings, of course. Oh, and Shota Nakama. And Naoto Oshima. Yeah, Jun Sonoe, of course. I didn't realize this on my first playthrough. Huh. But yeah, T. Lopes is goated. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it bears repeating, obviously. The Sonic Mania DNA certainly flows through the music. It really does not try to be Sonic Mania 2 or Sonic Mania in 3D. Obviously, this is a momentum-based character. So the parallels to Sonic are there. And, of course, the music. But beyond that, I really do feel that Penny does have a... Penny has her own identity as a protagonist. And Penny's world is... It's smaller, right? Like the platforming is a lot more close together compared to a typical Sonic 3D platformer. And yet, like, the control is so fine-tuned that you are rarely overshooting unless if you do it from a place of not really understanding the controls. And stringing together a bunch of combos just is so satisfying. It's so satisfying. Now, when do we get Pepino's Big Breakaway? Listen, we need a collaboration between McPig and the people of and Christian Whitehead, and we're good. Shout out Evening Star, man. Cannot wait to see what else is in store in the future. We're already starting off with a big bang, with a big Bahinga.